So after the intense study of my last video, I figured I'd just share this little thing that I saw on my YouTube feed. I'm going to play a trailer for a movie that's coming out called The Creator. I'm going to put a link up here for the video so you can go watch the trailer and hear the sound and everything. I've got it muted so I don't get in trouble. But I want you to see this trailer. I just thought, we're in this time where we're concerned about the end, and there's this movie that essentially, here is what the Wikipedia page says. So, The Creator is an upcoming American science fiction action thriller directed by Gareth Edwards, from a screenplay written by Edwards and Chris Weitz. The story from Edwards, the film stars David, and it stars all these people. Its plot follows an ex-special agent who is recruited to hunt down and kill the creator, who developed a mysterious weapon with the power to end a war between the human race, the forces of artificial intelligence, and mankind itself. The Creator is scheduled to be released in the United States on September 29th, 2023. So it doesn't show this in the trailer, but in the premise description, it says, amidst a future war between the human race and the forces of artificial intelligence, Joshua, a hardened ex-special forces agent grieving the disappearance of his wife, is recruited to hunt down the creator. So I find it interesting. It says grieving the disappearance of his wife. Doesn't say the death of his wife, disappearance of his wife. Is recruited to hunt down and kill the creator, the elusive architect of advanced AI who has developed a mysterious weapon with the power to end the war and mankind itself. Joshua and his team of elite operatives journey across enemy lines into the dark heart of AI-occupied territory, only to discover the world-ending weapon he's been instructed to destroy is an AI in the form of a young child. Those of us who believe in a coming end times from a biblical perspective, this is just a movie. This is nothing special. We've had movies all the time, but I think it's funny as we're talking more and more about how close we feel that the time is that a movie like this is getting released. What does this mean? Is it, again, conditioning people to be in a position to receive the lie? The entertainment industry, though their stories are fiction, these stories, you get told the same things over and over and over again. It helps reinforce and make normal things. For example, SpaceX and Elon Musk and people are constantly talking about how they're going to go to Mars and build a colony and stuff. But they don't address a lot of the hard science issues that have to be overcome. If I were a multi-billionaire and I was going to develop a rocket company to send people to Mars, what I would probably be doing right now, because they're supposed to have these colonies up, like 2025, 2030, those types of things. If I were going to do something like that, I would probably launch a mission, have them at least orbit the Earth for 9 months to a year to simulate the trip to Mars, have them land in a place like Antarctica, so if they have a problem, I have a way to rescue them, and then they can only survive in Antarctica with the stuff that they bring. And then when it's time for them to come back, they have to launch from Antarctica because the plan for SpaceX is to make their own fuel. So they need to leave from Antarctica, come back to Earth, circle the Earth for, orbit the Earth for 9 months to a year, then land where they would land to get a good, to see how a trip to Mars would affect human beings. And you don't see people doing that. You see people, just taking like, oh, we're going to go to Mars and we're going to have, all these people there by 2030, 2040, 2050. Where do we get this idea? Why are we ignoring the hard science to some of these things? Because our entertainment industry has been showing us and waving away these Martian colony, the hard parts of this Martian colony stuff for such a long time. We have your harder sci-fi movies like The Martian that show the feasibility of just getting there, but if you notice in that movie, they go on a ship that has a centrifuge that generates its own gravity. It's not in SpaceX's plan currently. Then you get like your mission to Mars and the Red Planet and all these other things. Even to the ridiculous, like Total Recall with Arnold Schwarzenegger, going to Mars and stuff and terraforming Mars and making it a green lush planet. We can't even control climate change here on Earth, but yet we think we're going to terraform a very hostile planet. So that's why I showed this video. I know I rambled too much in this one, but just thought it was interesting. Doesn't bring God's return any closer or further, but I think it's a good example of how our media industry is constantly feeding us stuff to help us be able to accept whatever excuses, lies, explanations get offered to us after a potential rapture. Until next time, have a great day.